baby. That's my baby.
Dr. James JC. That's right. Dr. James JC Cooley. It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Let's go. It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. James JC Cooley. All right.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
Yeah. Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah.
Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley. And as you already know, the executive producer, the co-host of Dr. Michelle Cooley. I don't know what she dreamed of today. But she's going to explain this in a few minutes. But I tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching us on, if you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is just go to the comments on the platform that you're watching us on. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. How are you doing, Dr. Cooley?
I'm doing great. We had a great weekend. Looking forward to next week. That's when we go on vacation to Cancun.
This Sunday. So that's when the weekend starts, and
a much needed rest. And everything's going great today. We had a great weekend, and today's been great. And we have an amazing show for the audience. We're doing something a little bit different now. We haven't done this before, but we're gonna try it out and see. And just so the audience knows, this is our perspective. it's not generalized. So I just want to make sure you understand that. So just a little caveat here. Hey, whatever platform, we're on over 80 plus live streaming platforms. So whatever platform you're watching this show on, please send in your comments, your questions, anything, and we will bring them on the air. We will answer and address all your questions. So let me get started.
Well, hold on. Tell the folks how they can join in and be part of this
I
conversation.
just told them. I just told them how they can be part of the conversation. Okay. So the title of today's show is called The Male Perspective on Dating and Commitment, basically relationships. And really, I am asking Dr. James J.C. Cooley these questions. I'm not involved in this discussion because I'm not a male. He is. So it's based on his perspective and his perspective only. You know, everyone has a different look, a different perspective on every topic that's out there. But let me tell you, the male perspective on dating and commitment. So we're going to talk about the importance of emotional.
Hold on.
Hmm?
I want the audience to know that I don't know how this is going to go. I don't want to get in trouble. But I got to tell the truth. And I encourage you.
He
to come on
agreed
and
to
ask
this topic.
I encourage you to come on and give your point of view as well.
Yes.
So, Dr. Michelle, let's do it.
Yes. So we're going to discuss the importance of emotional compatibility, support, shared values, and a sense of peace in a relationship. When and why men decide to commit, respect and appreciation over control or criticism, and clear communications versus mind games. Remember that book long time ago? It's called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. It is true. We think differently, but the point is getting together and being on the same page. So let's start it going. I'm excited. Okay. So again, the title of the show is The Male Perspective on Dating and Commitment. So, you know, there's just so many different ways to kind of address a show like this, but we're just going to ask Dr. James Cooley his thoughts on it. So let's just start.
Well, Joshua Goldsmith, if you're watching, man, and bring your link been sent to you, won't you join in? And also, Pastor AJ, been sent to you as well. Join in.
Audience, whoever wants to join in, please join in the conversation. Okay, let's start. Stop delaying this, James. Stop delaying this with extra questions. So let's kind of start from the beginning. Men and women. So in your opinion, I'm going to start with that. In your opinion, what do men actually want versus what women think men want in a relationship? Let's start with that.
Well, I believe, I know I can only speak for me. I want honesty, integrity, and ethics. I don't look for, I got a beautiful wife right here. But prior to what I wanted in a relationship, if I was ever going to get married again, was for her to be caring, for her to understand my needs, for her to make sure that whatever the issues or concerns that we might have or might be presented with, that she could understand and I would understand, and communications got to be able to communicate. If you cannot communicate, your relationship is not going to last. If you cannot open up your heart, your relationship is not going to last. If you don't trust your mate, your relationship is not going to last. Unless you just stuck in it and you feel that I'm in this, I don't care what's going on. But honesty, integrity, and ethics is what I always look for in a relationship, and understanding. Yeah, you heard the song a while back, Michelle. All I need is understanding.
Mm-hmm.
understanding, but it had to go from both ends. The understanding portion. I always wanted to be able to understand my soulmate. I mean, even though if we weren't married and all that, but she also have to understand me. So it goes both ways, understanding. And so that's what I initially look for, the compatibility. Uh, can, can we laugh together? Can we smile together? Can we be mad together like this? I don't know if I answered your question or not.
You did. But one thing I was thinking, it's about relationships, and it depends on the person. There's some women, I'm not going to say all, that want a committed relationship that eventually may lead to marriage, right? And there are some men who want the same thing, but there are some women and some men who don't want that. They just want to hang, right? So how important is it to a man? How important is looks to a man? I'm just going to put it out there. How important is looks? So let's just say, I'm going to throw it out there. Sometimes people hook their friends up with a blind date or a friend of a friend or a friend they know. And let's say they may not be attracted to the person right then and there. From a man's perspective, is he going to wait till the attraction grows? Or if he's just not attracted from the get-go, is he even going to bother?
Wow.
Be honest.
I'm going to be real. Looks has a role in it, but I think the internal person, the heart, has a much bigger role in it. But I don't think anybody want to wake up to a monster. I mean, or whatever. So looks plays a huge role if that's all you. But guess what? The whole portion of this, it had to be more than looks, because looks and physical attraction is going to deteriorate as you get older. And if all you were looking for was that, on both sides, we got people out there like 80, 90 years old thinking that, I wouldn't be with her. Look how she looked. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But hold on. But looks, it had to be a physical attraction, but it had to be an emotional heart attraction to me.
Okay. So my question is, let's say a man meets someone he's just really not attracted to, but she's smart, intelligent, and this is like the first date. If he has a great conversation with her, is he going to potentially make a second date, but he's just not attracted to her, or just keep her as a friend?
It all depends on what's in a person's mind. You have to look at the whole picture. What makes you happy? What keep you going? So that's a good question right there. I can't answer that. I just know me. And you already know we've been together 20 years. I mean,
tell the women exactly. It's not all men. It's just your perspective. If you meet someone, let's say you were a single man and you're not attracted to them, but they're a nice person and stuff. Would you make a date with them, or just keep them as a friend?
Well, right now we're going to take a station break.
I know the answer.
We're going to take a station break. I tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching us on, if you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you, I get you an answer. King Nana O2 is watching. That's the king. I mean, watching the show. And that's my little brother. But all you have to do is go to the comment, ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your Life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, or hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? And everything that you do.
Welcome to Viridian Christian University, where faith and learning come together to transform lives. At VCU, we believe that education is more than just academics. It's about fostering a community of growth, integrity, and purpose. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, VCU offers flexible, affordable, and 100% online degree programs that cater to your busy life. Our innovative platform provides a personalized learning experience, empowering you to thrive in today's ever-evolving world. Join a global community of learners guided by an experienced faculty who are committed to your success. With VCU, you're not just earning a degree, you're preparing for a future that integrates faith, leadership, and service. Viridian Christian University, educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at ViridianChristianUniversity.com. ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
Doctor, James, JC, Cooley, the James Cooley Show. It's your life.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your wife. I'm still giggling from the last question that Michelle asked. And to answer your question, Michelle, prior to meeting you, I was placed in a situation, and real quickly, I did the Match.com thing, and this girl had put pictures of her, which like 20 years ago, but I did not know. And I met her at a Starbucks, and she came in. First of all, I walked in and I was looking around. Only thing I seen was this big girl, which I didn't have a problem with. And I called her name. She took up like 2 minutes to get up. But hold on, let me finish this.
Mm-hmm.
Our conversation was so wonderful. But I was not attracted to. And after the conversation, it's like, hey, next time, next date, I'm going to meet you closer to you. I said, what? Ain't going to be no next date. Said we can be friends, but no date. So to answer your question, yes, guys, if they're not attracted, and girls, if they're not attracted, I'm talking about whatever the situation is, I don't believe that wasting somebody's time where you just know that that's probably not something that you ever going to do. So
that is the decent thing to do. That is a very decent thing. So let's talk about the first date. And you don't want to scare anybody off, right? Or a woman doesn't want to scare a gentleman off. What questions that the man believes are acceptable that a woman may ask during the first date? I mean, if she's looking for a committed relationship, should she just put it out there on the table? Or let's put it this way. What turns a man off during a first date with a woman that he's attracted to? What turns them off?
when he catch you in the lie, immediately, and she's saying something and he knows the answer, all that other stuff, and she making up some stuff. That's a major turn on. And so that being honest, just like I said, is major. Another thing, if she got these habits or whatever, they're looking like, if you're just somebody, keep doing that.
Habits? What habits? Give me an example.
Yeah, like wiping the nose. I'm doing all type of stuff, right? Just pretending with the body language, and the body language don't go with the conversation, right? And it's gonna be figured out. It's on the first date, you getting to know a person, so you asking a lot of questions. I remember our first date.
That was nice.
It was it was absolutely wonderful.
And you know what the thing was, audience? Before we went on our first date, we spoke on the phone every day for weeks before our first date. So we got a feel and got to know each other. And when we actually had that first date, everything was just really comfortable.
Just tell them that the reason we talked on the phone every day. Well, why did we?
Well, I lived in Atlanta, Georgia at the time, and James lived in Texas. So, he was in Texas, I was in Atlanta, and we just communicated over the phone, and we talked every day, and we kind of got to know each other. He was truthful with me about, he was previously married, and he told me about his family. I told him about mine, and everyone's different how they connect. But the way we did it, we got to talking on the phone for a very long time every day before we actually had that first date. So that's a difference. But I want to ask you this. So it's interesting. Should a woman tell a gentleman on the first date that she's looking for a committed relationship, or that's a complete turn off?
I will be gone.
But what if she's being truthful?
Well, that means she shouldn't be wasting her time. With I mean, if it was me, because if you, funny you said it has happened before. It has happened, and I ran away from that.
How fast?
I told you about that story.
No, that's okay. You have to tell me again.
But yeah, I mean that's the major turnoff, especially if that's not what he's looking for. He's looking to get a chance to know the person, get a chance to understand, get a chance to find out compatibility. Like I said, getting the opportunity to see if the pedigree is right. Yeah, pedigree might not be right. And Greg Copeland, Navy Captain Greg Copeland, mentioned to me about that. It had to be the pedigree, had to be right. And if they looking to hook up on the first, I ain't talking about hook up sexually or nothing like that. I'm looking for a man that's going to be my husband. Everybody gonna run. I mean, if you don't run, you're crazy.
So I guess I'm wondering if a woman is looking for a committed relationship. I understand the first date, that can be a little too much. But let's say it turns in second dates and stuff like that.
Mm.
Let's say this man is looking he's not looking for a committed relationship, but he's still dating the women. When should he or her lease express and tell each other what they're looking for? Date number 5, 6, why waste each other's time?
To answer your question, and in my opinion, it's probably gonna be date number 200 or something. I mean, if you're not looking for that type of relation, then you grow into it. You grow into that type of relationship. Case in point, me and you, we dated for 22 months before we got married, and yeah, so that was a lot of dates, and I think I paid for most of them.
Hey. But you know what? It's interesting. That is true, audience. but you know what? James always knew I was not the type of woman who just wanted a man to just spend money on me. That's he knew about that about me, and he didn't mind paying for those dates. Now I'm gonna kind of segue to a touchy subject, but this is, like I said, audience, this is just his opinion. Okay. This is not a generalized thing. What I've noticed, and a lot of my female friends who are single around my age have noticed, is that the men, let's say 50 and up, if they're, it appears now, let's say they don't, I'll give you an example. If a man 50 and up is not looking to have children, any more children, right? But it appears to a lot of single women that men of a certain age who are older seem to be dating younger. It seems that they prefer not women their age or older. Maybe they prefer women a couple of years old, younger than them, 10 years, whatever it is. Dr. Cooley, is this a myth? Or, I mean, you hear from different men the reasons why. Some, they want to date younger because eventually they want to have children. Fine. This question is about men, older men, who don't want to have any more children, but for some reason, they're dating a little bit younger. Now, it's not generalized, but can you explain, at least from your talks with your fellow men, why that may be a possibility? It's not everything, but why that may be a possibility.
I just know me. I just know me that I use what we call the chart. Half your age, whatever that is, half your age plus 10 is the beginning of the age range that you want to date. And then on the other side, you add 15. Most older guys are looking for younger women, and that's probably crazy. But because they might want to have kids, or they might not want to have kids. Me, and I can just use me and you. I wanted more kids. I mean, and if I would have married older, the possibilities of that happening, it would have been jeopardy. But most guys, older guys, they look for. I ain't talking about Bill Belichick. He's 73 and dating a 25-year-old. Now that's kind of crazy right there. But it's true that.
But why?
A lot of people want a trophy. I mean, they want something nice looking and young on their own. And I know many that believe that. So they want a trophy wife,
Mm-hmm.
and they make mistakes because that imbalance of age is going to catch up. If you got somebody that's like 70 right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
They married to a 35-year-old.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it happens. I
Mhm.
mean, so the trophy thing stands out to me.
Okay. All right. Oh, I think we're getting ready to take a break now.
Yeah, we got to take a station
Gotta pay
break.
the bills.
This was a extraordinary conversation, this segment. Tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching us on, whether you're watching us on E360 television, or TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Rumble, and over 80 other live platforms, welcome to the show. If you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is go to the comments, ask any question that you might have. I promise you, Michelle will get you an answer. It's your life, and it ain't nothing but a party, y'all.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Listen up, it's Dr. James J.C. Cooley. Yeah. It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Hey.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James J.C. Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James J.C. Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
The James Cooley Show. It's your life. That's right.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. And Dr. Michelle Cooley is hitting me with some tough questions. But I got to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Even though some of them might sound painful, and she probably going to beat me up, when she asking the question. So, audience, if you feel that questions are tough, and Michelle should not beat me up for answering them correctly. Please go to the comments and let me know. I want to know what you think. Dr. Cooley, I'm giving it back to you.
Okay, so a lot of women have experienced this, James. They think everything's going great with the man, and all of a sudden, the man stops texting them, calling them, ghosting them. They could be seeing him for a couple of months, a couple of weeks, and why would a man just, if he didn't want to be bothered with the woman anymore, why can't he just stand up and just say, you know what, it's not working out? Why does he just completely cut her off? And she's thinking, what did I do, or whatever?
Okay, this might sound painful.
Okay, I'm gonna let you say.
But all depends on what the relationship was about. If it was about, just being with somebody during that time frame, and they saw things further, and they start showing those type of symptoms or whatever toward the guy. Once the guy get what he want out of the relationship that he got in his mind, and they ask him for more, he's done. He's done. I mean, he got everything he wanted out that woman, and I can tell you, I already told you, when I was dating in DC and all that other type of stuff, I never wanted to get married. I never wanted to be in a serious relationship. Anytime somebody showed that the serious relationship side prior to you, it was, I had to let this one go. I had to let it go because I really don't want to trick nobody or lead somebody down a road. So if whatever relationship that the guy have with that person, and he have fulfilled what he thought the relationship about, and they start showing, oh, I love you, we're gonna get married. If he ain't thinking that way, the phone numbers is erased, the text, everything is erased. Because you might call it a dog, but that's from a guy perspective, that's true.
Okay, so how important is it how a man introduces a woman he's seeing? If he calls her, hey, this is my friend. Or, seriously, women need to know that if a woman's been seeing a guy, I'm not talking about the first 5 dates, right? I'm talking about, let's say, months and stuff like that. She's seeing this guy only. Who knows what he's doing? But let's say they're together and he sees people that he knows and he introduces her as a friend as opposed to a girlfriend. How important is the introduction of what this woman is? Just tell him, James.
Okay, so around your friends or whatever, what they already know pretty much what this woman that you're seeing, if they your true friends, they already know. And you take them around somebody, and you if you're not serious or nothing like that, you say, hey, I want you to be my friend, and so and so. That's a sign.
Especially you've been seeing them for months.
That's a sign.
That's a sign that the woman should be dating other people.
Yeah, that's a sign that you might not get over the hurdle. I'm talking about the woman. That's a sign. Then you take family, right? He don't bring you to meet his family. Ever. I'm talking about, those are signs. I think I go by you. I think you met all of my kids.
Yes.
Before.
Yes.
In the first 9 months that we were dating, I think.
Yeah, first less than a year. And that's important, especially how you being introduced, my friend. It's like, okay. So is that a sign, James, that the woman should say to herself, wow, he doesn't see me as a girlfriend, so I need to open myself to the possibilities of dating other people to get what I need.
Well, that's a sign, but you already know, being a beautiful young lady, that if you into a guy, you're gonna hang on. I'm gonna change. I'll be able to change his mind. You hang on, hang on, hang on. I'll be able to change his mind. He gonna change. He gonna start introducing me as a girlfriend or fiance. You and I got friends that didn't happen. I mean, in years. I mean,
Ooh. I got a good one. It kind of segues into this. How does a woman know she's in a real relationship? Okay. And I'm going to talk to, how does she know that she's in a real relationship? Ponder that. How would she know?
I can only talk about me and you. I know, I think we have been dating a year and a half, a little bit more than that. That I already know where your heart was at. And I think you did not know where my heart was at. And I think it was, and you just as an example, you had changed your T-Mobile account or something.
Yeah.
And I accidentally said, why you do that? It's supposed to be about us together, not about you.
I got him.
And then I asked you, I said, you know you my girlfriend.
That was so sweet.
I told you that. Right?
That was so sweet. Because I'm here thinking, why does he care about my cell phone provider? I was like, what do you care about that? But you know what? When I ask you a question, not you, but when a woman wants to know if she's in a real relationship, a lot of women are scared to ask that question to the man because they're afraid of what he's really going to say. They're afraid of the truth. You know, I mean,
we got 1 minute before the break.
But do you believe the women are afraid to ask that question because they really don't want to know the truth?
Absolutely, because you ask that question, depending on the guy, he's gonna tell you the truth. And like, that question has been asked of me many times. That, hey, this, I said, well, hold on, let me tell you this. No, never. Ever. You're not, to me, you're not my first lady material. So a guy would tell you that whatever that is, he had to feel it. And guess what? You know, a guy choose, he choose a woman. The woman had to accept. The woman choose, and that's what marriage and that's what all these things about. A guy choose, hey, I like this one, and they tell her, but it's up to her to accept. Once she is accept, that means he is her king. Unto my dad, he got to take care of her, everything. So women are afraid to ask that question because if you ask a question to a totally honest guy, he's going to tell you the truth. And with that being said, we got to take a station break. But we're going to come back. We got another whole segment that we're going to talk about. And I tell you what, if you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is go to the platform that you're watching us on. It's 84 different platforms. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. Is your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley. Heart disease research saves lives. It's that simple. Thanks to medical advancements funded by the American Heart Association, more women are surviving heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases than ever before. But there's still so much work to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm raising funds to support life-saving research because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and women's health.
The future is here.
Now is the time to pursue the greatness in you. Welcome to Viridian Christian University, where faith meets future. We are a fully accredited, 100% online Christian university. We offer bachelor's degree, master's and doctorate degree programs, built for students like you. Affordable tuitions, 30+ degree programs, 100% online and flexible. Integrating faith with learning. Study from anywhere at your pace. At VCU, we do not just prepare you for a degree. We prepare you for purpose. Discover who you are. Grow in faith. And build a future that impacts the world.
Are you ready to start your journey today?
Visit www.viridianchristianuniversity.com.
Apply today and be among the global leaders.
I was enjoying the music, baby. You know, a couple of things that I want to say. Viridian Christian University, if you're looking for higher education that's truly affordable, you might want to look up Viridian Christian University.com. And I tell you, we offer over 46 certificates and bachelor's, master's, doctorate degrees. And if you're doing above and beyond, we can submit you for an honorary doctorate degree, but you have to be doing extraordinary things. So check out ViridianChristianUniversity.com. Also, I want to mention And I know she's going to get mad at me for saying this, but in February, Michelle will be going back to Ghana with me, and she will be crowned queen in my kingdom. And so I just want to put that out there that any of you that want to come to the ceremony, my final ceremony, that's part 2 of my coronation. Hey, get in touch with me. We will get you an invite to come there to Ghana, and I love that place, and you will love it too. Now I want to get back to the show because my wife is, I don't know. I mean, she asked me to do this, and I'm telling the truth. But me and her been together for 20 years, and I want 50 more because I love her. I love her, and she will be. She's already my queen, but she will be crowned my queen. So,
audience, James is, I know there's so many questions I want to ask him, but for time's sake, I'm just gonna keep on hitting to the hot.
We only got 8 minutes left in the show.
I know. What are deal breakers for men? Like to say they're dating a woman, and does she need to tell? What if she tells too much about her dating history? Nothing wrong with that. But if a woman starts telling a man that, oh, back in the day, I cheated on my ex-boyfriend or my ex-husband or blah, 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 what are deal breakers for men? Does he just like all of a sudden go, push on the brakes like, oh, no? What are some of the deal breakers for men when they're dating women, when he decides, you know what, I'm seeing her in a totally different way? And what advice would you give women about oversharing?
And Michelle, you already know, and that was a trick question because I have told you about some of the things that happen. A woman sharing too much information about her past, and the guy might be liking her, but it's like, oh, I cheated on my husband. He came home and caught me, and all that other type. That's a deal breaker. You're done. You through booking. You. I'm talking about from a relationship perspective. I'm talking about you can never be first lady. I mean, ever in life, ever in life. I'm gonna tell you what I got. Any time that there is a glitch in a relationship, a woman cheating on her husband, all that sort of type of stuff, all that, he's not gonna ever make a first lady. Those are deal breakers because I just know my morals. I know a lot of people meet women and all this other type of stuff, and they marry them, and they know what they did. I'm talking about they already know because they were dealing with the woman during the time that they were doing this. What make she gonna do it to you? I mean, those are deal breakers. You have to have someone that you trust with your heart, with everything, with your life. Anything outside any signs of marriage I mean, I just know me.
Mm-hmm.
I know you.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got me. That's why, and I know that cheating and all that is not part of what we do. And I tell you this all the time. I said, baby, if anybody tell you that in the last 20 years that they've been with me, they lying. Because I made a commitment and you made a commitment. I mean, it's not going to be true. A lot of people might reach out because of fame, and tell you. I mean, try to do something, but you know me. You know that.
Well, for the sake of time, I have one more last question. How does a woman get a man to settle down? And settling down could mean, mostly marriage. And how long should she wait? Don't get me wrong. If you're 14 years old and you're dating your junior high school, your high school boyfriend for 10 years, that's nothing because you're kids, right? Now, when you're like, I don't know, it could be depending. So you're late 20s and up, let's say, and you're dating someone and it's just going on and on and on and no talk of marriage.
Okay, we got 1 minute.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, you can't put a time limit on dating or that. It all depends on the chemistry in the relationship. And it all depends on, you dating 20, 30 years. That's a problem. If the woman wants a commitment and the guy don't want to do that, my thoughts is a woman, but you guys are different. You got to lock on to something and hope. You got to think about hope. Oh, he's going to do it one day. He's going to do it one day. If he is seriously into the relationship, yes, he might do it one day, but not 30 years that you guys are dating.
Unless you both want the same things, a just boyfriend and girlfriend relationship without marriage. And there's a lot of couples who do that. And there's nothing wrong. But if a woman wants to settle down, meaning marriage, what can you say?
I can tell you this in 30 seconds less.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted to be married.
Mm-hmm.
As I got a chance to know you and saw the qualities and things that you brought to me and to my world. I mean, I could not let anybody else marry you because I fell in love and I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't let this girl go nowhere. She's mine. 10 seconds or less. 10 seconds less. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I thought this was very informative, and we'll probably do a part 2, and we'll get more men to.
I want you to do a part 2 where I get my guys to ask the women.
Get you guys to ask the women. Well, yeah, okay, we were going to do that. We'll work on that.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. I like to thank Dr. Michelle Cooley for putting together the show. I like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning into the James Cooley Show Monday through Friday live. At 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same station. It's your life. We'll see you then.
Doctor.